My name is Loaton. Today we're going to be talking about something a little different. We're going to be talking about the new. Ooh, the new. I wouldn't say new. I'd say it's more of something that's upcoming. The upcoming biopic based off of Michael Jackson. And I figured I'd get dressed in my Thriller attire because there's that whole meme where Michael's sitting at the movie theater eating popcorn at the movie theater, and we're talking about the Michael Jackson movie, so I thought it'd fit. So you catch my drift. But basically, I wanted to give my thoughts about the biopic. Short thoughts, I don't think it's a good idea. Long thoughts, it's complicated. But before I get into my somewhat negative thoughts about this biopic, I kind of want to get into some of the positives. So for one, the actor the actor they have who's playing Michael, Jafar Jackson, just yes to everything about this. For one, because not only is Jafar an established dancer, he's also, a Jackson, someone who's not only had impersonal experience knowing Michael, but someone who is that DNA to can pull off the talent. You know what I mean? So, yes, I'm very interested in what he is going to bring to the table in terms of impersonating Michael. And I'm a Michael Jackson tribute artist. I love watching other tribute artists and impersonators. You know, I feel like I'm gonna give a lot of shit to other impersonators, but with every Michael Jackson impersonator I've ever seen, there's always this uncanny valley to them. Like, they try so hard to look like Michael, but it's just a little bit off. So little off that it's like you can tell it's not Michael Jackson. They're trying to be. And it's like they look like it from afar, but up close, like you can see it. But you look at this. This is clearly the makeup artists here. They clearly knew what they were doing. Like, this is a Michael Jackson that's clearly meant for close-up on-screen appearances, and I think this is his Man in the Mirror performance from the Bad era. If this is what this At least that's what I'm getting from. A lot of people are saying it's from the Victory era. I personally don't think that's the case given his hairstyle and his nose, but I could be wrong. But I just have to say, I love this. This one image alone is Michael Jackson right there. Like, there are so many. My autistic brain is capturing so many minute details that most impersonators aren't able to catch. Like, you have the vein on his neck, like the way he's holding his microphone. This then I think my favorite part is his, like, what's that? What's the word I'm looking for? That game face, I guess. That serious singing face. Like, he's like, I don't know. But the point I'm trying to make here is that, like, that is totally the Jackson look right there. That is the Michael Jackson look. And if this is just from a picture alone, I can't wait to see how Jafar is gonna actually perform. And there was a leaked video of him dancing to Man in the Mirror, and whether or not that's, like, what am I trying to say? It's good, but I feel like I need to see more of Jafar performing before I get an actual opinion on how he performs as Michael. But according to other sources, apparently he did a really good job. I'm not sure. I have not seen it yet. But the point I'm trying to make here is that they captured the Michael Jackson image near perfectly. And I am very excited to see what Jafar is going to bring to the table in terms of impersonating his uncle. So, with all of that said, I kind of want to talk about why I think this biopic is probably not a good idea. And before any of you fanboys and fangirls get mad at me, just hold the fucking phone. I'm literally dressed as Michael Jackson right now. I love Michael Jackson. I think I've established that. Here's the thing. I do have concerns regarding how this biopic is going to come out. And I there's a lot of people out there who are saying, "Oh, this is going to be the best biopic ever. It's so amazing." And I'm like, "Guys, settle down. We need to settle down here and look at this a little more critically. This is a Michael Jackson biopic, a movie about its entire life. That sounds like an incredible challenge to behold because Michael Jackson had a very intense life. You could make multiple movies based off the events alone. In fact, there already have been three, well, not movies, but there's been a show and two movies based off him, as far as I'm aware. There was the Jackson's American Dream show, which I thought was pretty decent. The god awful Man in the Mirror movie, which I've seen clips of but never seen in full, and I don't plan on it anytime soon. And then there's the decent Searching for Neverland biopic, which focused on the last few years of his life. And it was also starring Navi, which, don't get me wrong, he's a good impersonator, but Michael Jackson isn't frickin' British. But I digress. Basically, the point I'm trying to make here is that all of those biopics focused on a particular part of Michael's life. They didn't have a whole bunch to work with because it was specific chapters. Here, you're trying to compact multiple chapters of Michael's life into one big package. And I think that's going to present a problem because what results in this, what I think is going to result in this is that we are going to get a movie. We are either going to get a very, very long movie with slow, boring pacing, or we're going to get a very short or mid-length movie with very chaotic pacing. Either way, I think it doesn't spell for a good movie. And I the reason why I say this is because you have so much to work with. You have to work with Michael's beginning as a dancer and singer, the beginning of his career, how he started. Then you have to do his solo career. Then you have to deal with his controversies, the the his vitiligo, the plastic surgery, the child abuse allegations. I am very interested in how they're gonna handle that. Um, and so much more. Like, there's so much to work with that you could make multiple movies out of it. I honestly don't think it's possible to make one big Michael Jackson movie out of it. But I do think it would work well as a series. Hear me out here. What would you rather have? Would you rather have one big Michael Jackson movie with some of the worst pacing imaginable? Or would you rather have a Michael Jackson series where his story is being told in separate chapters and you get different arcs, and each time an arc or an episode is completed, that gives time for the viewer to digest all of the content they just watched in a more cohesive manner. You get what I'm saying? Instead of watching one big movie with is one big timeline of events, like you're cataloging 50 years of one man's life into what I'm assuming is a 2 or 3 hour film. That's gonna be a hard feat to behold. I genuinely think this would work better as a series, a TV show or something, because like you could have the Jackson 5 arc, the solo artist arc, the trials arc, the death arc, the final years arc, or whatever. Just so many. You could work with, like, you can make a Michael Jackson series, and I think it would be freaking dope. Just imagine that. But I think people are so hyped over the fact that they're seeing a major director do Michael Jackson, and people want to see Michael Jackson on the big screen. I get it. People want to see that. I want to see that. But it needs to be done right, and I really don't know if that's possible. But hey, for all I know, I could be wrong. Because according to Prince Jackson, Michael Jackson's son, he read the script to the movie, and he apparently was in tears by the end of it because, quote, that was my dad. And you know what? Coming from Michael Jackson's son, that's a very powerful statement. And if it was able to make his son cry and make him say, yep, that was my dad, then maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this will be an amazing biopic. Maybe this will be the best biopic ever. I really, really hope that is the case. I really hope I am wrong here. But with all of that being said, with all of that being said, this image alone is amazing. I think, as soon as the movie comes out, or when the movie comes out, people are going to look back at this and we're like, remember that back in the days, the pre-biopic era, and we were all hyped for it? And just, I can't wait for that because people do that all the time. Not that it's a bad thing, but I like reminiscing. So, whatever. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Make sure to check out my sponsor in the pinned comment below, and I'll check you out later. Peace.